All right. We're here. We are we're in finals of NCP season 5. Yeah, I'm recording this the night before Matt and I are supposed to play, and I'm so I'm so nervous. I'm so I don't remember the last time I've been this anxious. Like, not even for BBL finals a few months ago. Like, I wasn't that anxious for that, and then right now it feels crazy because I really honestly didn't think we would make it here. If you had told me at the beginning of our run through the season we would be here in finals to have a chance to still win a championship, I would have been like, no, you're lying. I don't believe that at all. But here we are. We scratched our way here. We've barely won every match to make it here to finals to still have a chance to win it all. So timestamp should be on your screen, or you can just skip to it to get to the battle. So this might be a little bit longer than my usual team builders because this is playoffs, so I want to try and tell you guys as much information as possible because this is where it all matters. This is where, like, everything counts, like, ultimately. So yeah, I'm sorry, just oh man, we're here in finals. Okay. So we are facing Matt O'Shea, coach of the Montreal Milotics. Matt has had a phenomenal season this season. He finished first overall, I think like plus 20 something. I want to say like 26 maybe. Definitely 20 something, which is crazy. He dominated through his playoff rounds to make it here to the finals, and he's taking us on. This matchup is very, very problematic because not only does he have Sandstorm once again, man. We faced Sandstorm round 1, we faced Sandstorm in semifinals, and we're gonna face it here in finals because Tyranitar is 100% coming to this game. Matt also has really good offensive mons with great momentum. For example, the Zapdos and the Urshifu are very annoying. He has Sylveon, which is a super fat mon. Although we do have some good fairy killers, it still has a decent matchup in this game. Alakazam and Excadrill are absolutely terrifying offensively because if Zam is Life Orb or Nasty Plot, or Drill is Life Orb or Swords Dance, and they set up, or even if they just come in, they basically murder something on my team. So yeah, those are very, very terrifying. Cofagrigus and Dragology, I kind of expect to maybe have a chance to come to this game. Cofagrigus, if it's Iron Defense Body Press, is what I would mainly be concerned about. And then Dragology, I guess, could be potentially a fat pivot. As for Lapras, Tangela, and Zubat, those three are probably the mons I do not expect whatsoever to come to this game. Although, to be fair, Lapras does have a little bit of a niche in this game in the sense that it can deal with a non-Life Orb or a non-banded Weavile because it can switch in, take 2 hits, and then in return knock it out with Body Press. So yeah, like Lapras has a little bit more of a niche than Tangela or Swoobat here. Did I say Whimsicott earlier? I meant Swoobat if I said Whimsicott. I don't know, guys, just okay. Yeah, so Lapras, Tangela, Swoobat, the 3 mons I don't expect whatsoever. Much like my bottom 3 mons, I'm pretty sure Matt doesn't expect me to bring Throw, Sandslash, or Ninjask. Although I did consider Throw at the beginning of my building process. And then I considered a very interesting Sandslash set in Sand Rush Choice Scarf Sandslash. Because once Zapdos was knocked out, his entire team is grounded, and there's a really good possibility that he wouldn't bring Tangela, so I could then just spam Earthquake potentially with Sandslash, but ultimately neither Throw nor Sandslash made it to our squad, so little spoilers there. And then Ninjask, I was probably never gonna bring Ninjask, obviously. So yeah, looking at our squad though, we do have some good offensive mons against Matt's team. Obviously Victini with his coverage is absolutely insane. Most importantly though, Weavile, he only has 1 Ice Resist on his, well, 2 Ice Resist, sorry, on his team. The Lapras and the Urshifu. Does he bring both? I highly, highly doubt it. Because regular Urshifu can do everything that Lapras can, but more. So yeah, that's why I meant like Lapras might have a little bit of a niche if for some reason he doesn't want to bring Urshifu, but I definitely expect Urshifu. But once Urshifu is gone, Weavile puts in so much work if we were to bring it. Also, Gengar can come in and smack the entirety of Matt's draft unless he is potentially like Assault Vest Tyranitar or Choppleberry Tyranitar, and we don't have Focus Blast or some way of dealing with its physical moves like Will-O-Wisp, although we did bring Will-O-Wisp, Will-O-Wisp Gengar in the semifinals, so he could consider that here for our finals game. But offensively, Gengar also puts in a lot of work, as well as our Melmetal being a giant problem for him to potentially deal with depending on what we're running on it. So yeah, our offense is really nice here. Unfortunately though, we get absolutely just decimated by X-Scissor plus Earthquake Excadrill. Now, I did a mock battle with my boy Shuckle King, and he didn't bring Excadrill because he said that it had a rough matchup in the sense that it can't really SD for free, and even if it were to be like Bandit or something, then it's probably not going to be Sand Rush because it gave that up for Mold Breaker because Bandit Earthquake hits our entire draft besides Ninjask, which is not coming if we're being honest, and Matt's not a bad player, so I'm pretty sure he's not factoring in Ninjask that importantly, so that could be a problem. And he didn't really find a sufficient chance to potentially Swords Dance with Excadrill, which I guess makes sense, but regardless though, I am deathly terrified of Excadrill going into this matchup. Even though it didn't come to the mock that I did, it's still something I need to take into consideration. And a mon that did come to the mock against my boy Shuckle King was Cofagrigus. Now, before the mock, Cofagrigus was not a mon I was heavily anticipating to be brought to this matchup. So yeah, I kind of wrote off Cofagrigus, and he brought it, and it made a lot of sense after he told me why he brought it, because Cofagrigus dealt with a good majority of our bulky Pokemon. So if Matt does actually bring Cofagrigus, then I guess my best out against it is going to be to just be aggressive against it, which is how I dealt with it in the mock. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of mocks, honestly. I've mentioned this multiple times before, but I was like, again, like I don't know what it is about this finals, but I'm just really anxious and really nervous, and just doing the mock did kind of help me touch up one or two things here and there. So yeah, our first team member here is going to be, of course, Vicente the Victini, rocking a heavy duty boots set, which is actually very handy in this matchup, and in theory it still puts in a lot of work. So I know you see that we only have a dual stab with U-turn. So while Matt doesn't necessarily have the best ice resist, there's not really much merit to me running Glaciate in this game, because whatever I hit with Glaciate, I basically smack with Blue Flare and V-Crate. And the reason we have both is because V-Crate can 2A KO max defense, max HP Sylveon, which otherwise basically lives whatever move I want to go for. And the nice thing about V-Crate too is that a V-Crate into a Blue Flare, or preferably a Blue Flare then into a V-Crate against a potential Zapdos, means that we should have a very high chance to 2-hit KO Zapdos. And Zapdos being gone and Sylveon being gone in this matchup is going to be amazing, because those two are realistically the only mons that can safely eat 2 hits from my Victini. And while we don't have a fighting move for Tyranitar, Shuckle did make a good argument that Tyranitar could definitely be Choppleberry in this matchup. I was mainly concerned about a Choice Tyranitar, like Choice Scarf could be very annoying potentially, although it doesn't outspeed our Weavile. It could still just be there to maybe get a potential surprise KO on a Gengar or Victini. Bandit also seems a little bit terrifying if I didn't have Throw. That's actually why I initially had Throw, is because an offensive Tyranitar could be a little bit annoying. But if it's not Choice Tyranitar, it most likely will be Chopple, in which case there's not much benefit to me having something like Brick Break or Focus Blast, where I can just gain momentum with U-turn. And you're going to see that momentum in this build is very important for this team that I had in mind. So next off we have Weavile, and I think for the first time throughout this season, I'm running heavy duty boots Weavile. Yeah, I don't think I ran boots Weavile once. I did not respect rocks at all with Weavile. I figured that I'm bringing Life Orb Weavile and getting my 2 KOs and being happy with it. But here in playoffs, obviously I need to be a little bit more careful, and heavy duty boots is actually not entirely too bad, mainly for the fact that he has the Urshifu that can always switch into Weavile, and a part of me kind of thinks he might bring a fat Urshifu, because in his semifinals match, was it semifinals or quarterfinals? When he faced Shuckle King, I want to say it was semifinals. When he faced Shuckle King, he brought a rest fat Urshifu to deal with Shuckle's Galar Darmanitan. So I figured, well, maybe if he kind of wants to go down that same route, then there's not much benefit for me running Life Orb or me having something like Swords Dance. I was debating between Low Kick and Psycho Cut. Unfortunately, though, Psycho Cut does absolutely nothing to Urshifu, and even though Low Kick does obliterate the Tyranitar, if it's Chopo, it still lives a hit, and then at that point, Triple Axle does enough damage to where I figured that I could probably forego Low Kick in that instance. And I went with Taunt because if he is Rest Urshifu and Urshifu gets low, then maybe we can surprise catch him with the Taunt, or I guess Taunt does help for Sylveon, so it doesn't like Wish, maybe Sub or Calm Mind potentially. I don't think it would be a Sub offensive Sylveon, but definitely Fat Wish would be annoying, potentially with Baton Pass. Again, Matt likes his momentum, so I wouldn't put it past him to have Baton Pass on the Sylveon if he does have it, or I guess if maybe it's like a Rest Talk Kofagrigus, and then we know that Knockoff can knock it out. I guess also Rest Talk Lapras, but yeah, like Taunt has its little bit of niches because realistically, I don't think I need another move. If anything, I would go Low Kick over non-offensive move, because again, Psycho Cut just does nothing to Urshifu, whether it's offensive or not. So at that point, if on the off chance that it is maybe Rest, or I guess Sub Bulk Up or something, then in that sense Taunt also helps. But yeah, we are running enough speed for the Alakazam, because setup Alakazam is absolutely terrifying. Even if it's not Nasty Plot Alakazam, just Life Orb, 3 attacks, Recover or Taunt, Knock Off, Calm Mind, Nasty Plot, whatever last move he wants to run on Alakazam is going to be very, very terrifying. I definitely expect him to be offensive with either Life Orb or Focus Sash, so I 100% need something to outspeed that, and luckily Weavile can do that. Weavile is going to be very, very important in this matchup, being able to hopefully revenge kill things if it really comes down to it. If not, then we can at least try to get rid of items and rack up some damage. Next up, we have Metallion the Stallion, baby, rocking Toxic Protect, Earthquake, and Double Iron Bash. I considered Body Press over Earthquake for a while, but the nice thing about Earthquake is that if I can catch the Zapdos on a Roost, then I am absolutely smacking it really hard for some damage. And the nice thing about that is his switch-ins to my Melmetal get toxic, i.e. the Zapdos, the Urshifu, potentially even the Lapras, the Kofagrigus, I guess Tangela. If I still don't think it's going to bring Tangela, but we toxic that as well. So whatever could, in theory, switch into my Melmetal with Toxic and Earthquake, we beat them 1v1, and then Earthquake just has that added benefit of being able to hit the Zapdos if it does Roost for super effective damage, which if we are able to Toxic it, or if Sandstorm is up too, maybe if it doesn't have boots and it took rocks damage, then that's even better, because along with Protect, we rack up damage, we scout, we gain back leftovers, we stall Sandstorm turns as well, which is amazing, and Double Iron Bash just hits ridiculously hard already, coming off of Iron Fist and a base 143 physical attack stat. So with our Fist Def investment, if worst comes to worst, then after Stealth Rocks, we are able to tank a Choice Banded close combat from Urshifu. Yeah, we're not going to quite knock it out with Double Iron Bash, but hopefully we can pick it off or put it in range of where we can revenge kill it with something else. We also always live a Choice Banded Earthquake from Excadrill, or Life Orb Earthquake from Excadrill, and then Earthquake is able to put it in range of where Weavile could potentially knock it out, depending on if he's running bulk or not. And then the rest is just pumped into Spadef, so we can try and tank hits from the Sylveon, the Alakazam, and the Dragology mainly. So yeah, Melmetal can definitely put in some work here potentially. I really like the set. I think this was actually the only set I ever considered for this Melmetal, because in theory, like, it can do so much. It beats its counters, it's able to stick around throughout the entire match potentially and still scout. Obviously, I do need to be careful against the Urshifu because I can't protect against it because of Unseen Fist, but besides that, like, this pairs up really well against everything else that Matt could potentially bring. Next off, we have Dank, aka Porygon 2, and I really want to say that Porygon 2 has been my absolute favorite Pokemon behind Victini in this season. If not my absolute second favorite, then it's definitely just a mon I've enjoyed thoroughly, especially on the very bulky side, because this thing just eats hits for days. Even without a Violite, this thing has been tanking hits, which is insane, and that's exactly what I needed to do in our finals here. I need this to just come in, eat hits, maybe status something with try attack. If not, then it's fine. But Foul Play is there for the Excadrill if it thinks that it can Swords Dance for free. After a +2 and the analytic boost, not only do we eat any one hit from Excadrill, but we then in return OHKO it with a Foul Play. The only way that that wouldn't go down is that if he does have the Iron Head, he can flinch us. So that is like the biggest terror I have going. Like, Iron Head flinch and static from Zapdos are probably the two biggest terrors I have hacks-wise going into this game. Everything else is just scary offensively. Alakazam and Drill just kind of murder me. Urshifu could be a problem too, depending on the set. So yeah, hacks-wise, Iron Head flinch and static from Zapdos are very, very annoying. But with this Fizz Def investment, we are able to tank any one hit from the Drill if it comes down to it. Obviously, again, we do knock it out with the Foul Play. I want to say we do easily tank a close combat from the Urshifu unless it's Adamant Choice banded, in which case it would lower its SPDF. It would get the analytic boosted stab try attack off and do some hefty damage to that. We have teleport for momentum, which is going to be very, very nice because we can teleport potentially into one of our 3 offensive mons and then maybe get a KO, scout out for something, weaken something, or go from there, and then recover for recover. And the 100 special defense investment along with the Violite just lets us deal with an offensive Sylveon, Zapdos, or Alakazam a little bit easier. So next off, we have what is potentially the only real thing we have. Man, this doesn't even deal with Urshifu. Really, like, Urshifu's really freaking annoying, dude. Urshifu's, I'm really scared. I'm really scared of Urshifu, guys. If it's banded, I think U-Turn has a chance to 2-hit KO after Stealth Rocks, which would be really unfortunate. Although if it's Scarfed, then we can just consistently pivot this in, which, I mean, if it's Scarfed, I guess it's not as threatening. But if it's like protective pads or banded, then that could be very, very annoying, honestly. So much like Porygon 2, we have Foul Play on this, so we aren't set up fodder for Excadrill. Now, because Yuxi doesn't have Analytic, we don't quite OHKO Excadrill after a Swords Dance, but we should put it in range of where we can revenge kill it with Weavile, which is more the beneficial. Or if it is Life Orb, then we put it in range of Life Orb and Foul Play damage after Stealth Rocks, so that shouldn't be the biggest problem either. Psychic is mainly there for stab, also being able to hit the Urshifu, and then we have U-Turn here basically just for momentum, much like Teleport on Porygon 2 and U-Turn on Victini. We want that momentum, we want to bring in our threats, and we can go from there. I might most likely honestly lead off with Yuxi here, because I led off with Yuxi in my mock against Shuckle, and I figured that it realistically pairs up well against anything he could want to lead. And if he does lead Urshifu on the off chance and I don't lead Yuxi, then I don't want to be behind in that sense. So worst case scenario is that he leads off with Tyranitar and he's like banded Crunch. But if he's banded Crunch, then I just click X and we lose. So yeah, besides that, I think I'm going to be leading off with Yuxi here in the matchup. And then finally off, we have physically defensive Rotom Mo. This is, I guess, my switch into Excadrill. Man, like, yeah, there's... I don't see how Excadrill doesn't just win, dude. Like, Excadrill is such a problem in this matchup. Foul Play again, so we don't get set up on for free with SD. Defog is mainly there in case for some reason I need to defog away my own Stealth Rocks. Although realistically I could probably change defog, but it's still a safer route if he does bring Dragology with T-Spikes, I suppose. So I would much rather be safe in having defog even if he doesn't have the Dragology, because if he does bring T-Spikes, then T-Spikes on my P2 would be very, very annoying, even though we do have boots on 2 of our other mons. But Porygon being healthy throughout this match means that we deal with some of Matt's offense a lot better than we would otherwise. And there's no way for him to know that we have boots on Weavile or Victini if he hasn't got that information early on, if you guys get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, Defog I figure is fine, I guess, for a final move here. No Leaf Storm. I would have liked to have Will-O-Wisp over Toxic, I guess, but in the mock, Toxic really helped me to deal with Sylveon, because if he's not Heal Bell Sylveon and I'm in that position where Sylveon is like one of his last mons, then I can go ahead and Toxicate and potentially beat it like that, or just try and work my way around it from there. Although Will-O-Wisp would have been nice to burn something like Tyranitar, because I'm still a little bit scared of an offensive T-Tar. But yeah, Toxic ultimately has a bit more benefits than Will-O-Wisp, and then Volt Switch is there for momentum. The Fizz Def is so we can hopefully just live 2 hits maybe from the Excadrill. If we can live 2 hits, even if we just get a neutral foul play off, even if he doesn't Swords Dance, then still just getting foul play damage off would be really nice. So yeah, I don't know how long this was. I feel like this was way lengthier than I had expected it to be, but I'm playing Matt tomorrow, but you guys are gonna see this in a few seconds, and I'm just happy to have made it here. I'm just so happy to have made it here to finals, because I really did not think we would make it here, and just hopefully we can win it all. Let me know what you guys thought, and let's get into the battle. Wow, okay. I would not be honest with y'all if I told y'all that I'm not really nervous and just all over the place, man. I can't believe that we're here in finals. We have a chance to win it all. One last championship for the Durham Druddigons. So if you guys are excited for this, make sure to foul play that YouTube algorithm. Let's hit a like goal. 60 likes, guys. This is finals. 60 likes for finals. I definitely think we can do that. Answer the comment question today. We are taking on Matt O'Shea and his Montreal Milotics. In my opinion, Matt has currently some of the top tier Wi-Fi draft league content. Definitely check him out. His channel link will be down below. And yeah, I'm all over the place, guys. I'm gonna click A. He said, good luck, have fun. You too, man. We're going to click A here. Let's see what Matt wanted to bring. I did go over what I expected him to bring in this matchup, as he brings the Kofa Grigas. No Sylveon. Oh, man. He does bring the drill, though. Kofa, he's got the Zam. Yeah, T-Tar, Fu, Zapdos, Drill. Okay, so he's got Kofa over Sylveon, it looks like. Looking at leads, I still want to lead with my Uxie. I really feel like Uxie is definitely my best lead going into this. Drill and Urshifu. Drill, Urshifu, and Zam are easily the biggest problems going into this game. But of course, you guys already know, we are here. We made it to finals. Hopefully we can win it all. We're going to get this started. Okay, let's go. One last chance, guys. One last chance for the Durham Druddigons to win it all. Hopefully the face cam will be a-okay. So he's going to be leading off with Matt Oshifu, the Urshifu. Okay, so this is great because now we can immediately get up our rocks and we'll see exactly what he is running on this. So I don't want to waste any time. I'm going to go ahead, get on my stealth rocks. See how much damage he's doing to us. If he's banded, he does about 50%. Well, almost 50. No, that looks to not be banded. Yeah, so 181. I think it was like 127. So he's down to 84% already, which is great. I'm going to be risky here and go for U-turn. This is really risky. Yes! Okay, so we get out of there doing some damage. Does he have weakness policy? No. I think I can just Melmetal here pretty safely. Alright, so he might just want to go ahead and get up his rocks, honestly. Yeah, he gets up his rocks. That's fine. I think I just go straight for the Toxic here because there's no way he stays in. He's got Zapdos in the back. Zapdos is like a perfect switch into this. No. That's actually really, really bad. Okay. I'm going to try and bring in Rotom here, hopefully. Missing that Toxic really sucks. Because I could have just probably protected here immediately. He goes for knockoff. Okay, so he's got knockoff on this. This is a little bit bad. Not getting toxic off on this sucks. And he got rid of our Citrus Berry too. I'm going to try and Toxic this again. He could try to bring in Zapdos. He could bring in Tyranitar potentially. But because Uxie outsped Tyranitar, then that means that our Rotom should also outspeed Tyranitar. So we can Volt Switch. So that's great information. Okay, so this is sitting at 75% already. That's nice. It would be at 69, lol, but it's okay. Well, actually, no, because it would have taken... Yeah, it would have taken 2 turns of Toxic. So we land our Toxic here. He's got knockoff. I wonder what his other move is then. Or he's got to have Shadow Ball, I would assume. He's Body Press. Okay, that makes sense. This is a little bit unfortunate. Because this thing should definitely be a lot lower than it currently is. I want to say I just Volt Switch here. We're not really doing much damage with anything else. I can Volt Switch maybe into Victini and just be aggressive like that. Yeah, because he's sitting at about 70%. So how much would we do? We would do about 25 to 30-ish maybe? Putting him at about 44. So there is a chance he just stays in here. Us losing leftovers is really, really unfortunate. Yeah, he's at about 43, so it looks like he's not running a lot of Spadef at all. Do I risk Victini here? Shadow Ball to Victini does do a good amount of damage. I think I gotta risk Victini here. We need to be aggressive here. I'm gonna bring in Victini and just go straight for the Blue Flare. He goes for the Body Press. Awesome. So that should not do much to us. I did 26. It looks like he might have some Spadef on this, actually. But that's not bad, because I still just Blue Flare here for free, right? I could also Psychic. Actually, no. Blue Flare is definitely my better play. Yeah, he's sitting at 31% now. So he's going to sack it off. We don't miss. Awesome. We get First Blood in finals, but that does not necessarily mean things are much better for us. So down goes to Cofagrigus. That thing was a little bit of a nuisance. He now knows that we're special Victini, though. Let's see what he brings in here. I want to say Fu comes in. I think Zam might be able to come in. Life Orb Alakazam is a giant, giant problem, man. Shadow Ball. Yeah, I think Shadow Ball knocks us out here. Because we're like at 80-ish%. And it's 75 to 90%. So if I want to risk the roll, we can stay in. Although I don't think he might risk that because he doesn't know that we're minus Spadef nature. So I don't know if he really risks Zam here. Unless it's like Specs, maybe? Which is kind of annoying. We are up 6-5 though. Rocks are up on both our sides. The Tyranitar is sitting at about 80-ish, 85-ish%. Matt Oshifu is the Urshifu. I really want to stay in here. Because he's not banded. And we take a U-turn. I also just bring in Uxie, though. As he U-turns into what? He can U-turn into Drill or Zam. which in their own rights are problems. But chipping this down is just really, really nice. Chipping this down is really, really nice. So it's sitting at about 77. It's going to take chip. It should be at like 61%. Let's see. Yeah, it's like at 61, 62. So when it comes back in, it'll be around 50-ish. That Toxic Mist cost me Citrus Berry on Rotom, which is really, really annoying. But I think he Scarfed. I really think he Scarfed Urshifu. Drill is still a giant problem as well. Alright, so he has boots on the Zappy Bird. He can definitely just Volt Switch here, which would be kind of annoying. Would he knock us out at 38? Yeah, unfortunately, he just Volt Switches here for free. Volt Switch or U-turn just knock us out. Discharge, that knocks us out. Alright, so Fu is a giant problem now. Fu is a giant problem now. Weavile. I can bring in Weavile here, risk the triple axle. I could also just knock off. I can knock off into triple axle. That might not be too bad. He knows we're boots though. So depending on the spread, it could live. He could risk staying in here in all honesty. He could also try and make an aggressive switch into Fu. Did it drop? No! No! Please! Please! Yes! Oh, thank you, 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 thank you! It lived! No! Bro, this it lived! What? If we had knocked it out there, the fact that we would have been at full HP would have been so great. Bad, okay. I mean, we didn't get parried though. We didn't get parried though, which is nice. Okay, Zap. No, that's Zam. Zap is gone. Okay, that's great. I can't afford to lose Weavile. I really can't. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't. I need Weavile. I 100% need Weavile here. I want to go into P2 so badly. I want to go into P2 so badly on a U-turn. Because there's no reason to not U-turn here. Unless he's debating going for close combat. Which if he close combats, then I get a free switch into Victini. Okay, so yeah, he's sitting at about 56%. Okay. Part of me thought that he would bring a more defensive Urshifu for my Weavile. Weavile being at full HP would have been so nice if we could have lived any hit from something. So we're gonna bring in Rotom here, as he more than likely is gonna go for U-turn. Right? No, he goes for Surging Strikes, but we don't live 2. Yeah, no chance. Okay. 2, 3. Yeah, that's doing way too much. He still has the Driller in the back as well. Maybe we can dodge. All right, in the Pokemon anime, you can yell dodge and they'll dodge. Dodge. No. Okay. We bring in Melmetal, I think. Or actually, we can bring in Porygon too. So, yeah, I could bring in Melmetal or Porygon 2 at this point. If I bring in Melmetal, I think I just double Iron Bash for free, actually. Yeah. I can bring in... I want to say this is Scarf, man. Like, there's no way he knocks us out with anything. There's no chance. And at this range, we can knock him out depending on rolls. So I can Earthquake or double Iron Bash. We chew a close combat. He's a -1. I think I risked a double Iron Bash. No, darn it. He wasn't choiced. No, 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 darn it. Okay, so he goes for Surging Strikes. Yeah, that made sense. I thought about switching into Victini there too. So that's understandable. He's got Surging Strikes, Drain Punch, U-turn. Okay. Unless we get a crit, I don't think we knock him out here. No chance, yeah. Okay, he has to Drain Punch here, right? Surging Strikes if he thinks I'm going to bring in Victini. I thought about bringing in Victini here. I really did. But again, it's just way too risky. I can bring in Victini next turn. U-turn maybe? Hope he switches out, because if he stays in, I'm screwed. Okay, so he's sitting at 26%. I think he's going to give me something here. So he's sitting at 26%. Oh, Excadrill just wins. Zam goes down. Drill is a giant problem right now, guys. Drill is the biggest issue right now. I think he should bring back in Urshifu, I think. Because it can just Drain Punch. And I'm pretty sure he knocks us out at this range. In comes T-Tar. I can go for Protect here. Yeah, I can Protect here, gain back a little bit of HP, see what he wants to go for. So we Protect, gain back a little bit of HP. Low kick, oh darn. Do we live? Oh, we can maybe live! Okay, so if he doesn't have a lot of attack investment, we can live. Even if he's like max attack, it's a roll. Guys, it's a roll. We can live. Please, please, Melmetal. Please, please. If we live this, we can win, I think. Come on, come on. Please, Mel. Please, 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 please. Yes, we live. We live. This KOs. This KOs. Down goes Tar. Down goes Tar, okay. Okay. We have a chance to win. 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 We lived on 9 from 97. So he wasn't max attack. He had some attack investment, it looks like, though. Mel. Okay, Mel. Okay, okay. Toph is the Excadrill. Okay. Please don't be Air Balloon. I really wanna protect here. I really wanna protect here, but I can't. I can't afford it. I can't afford to protect. I need an earthquake. I need an earthquake here, please. Okay, we earthquake here. We earthquake here. Oh, please. What if it's Shucka Berry? If it's Shucka Berry, that's bad. If it's Shucka Berry, that's really bad. Please, Mel. Please, Mel. Please, Mel. Please, Mel. No, it is Shucka. No! I could have had body press, dude. That's so risky. If I had body press, no! The game literally comes down. If I had body press, I think I put him in range of Ice Shard. It all comes down to whether or not he flinches us. If he flinches us and he's Smooth Rock, he wins. If he flinches us and he's Smooth Rock, he wins. Come on, Porygon. We've been here. We've made it to this point. We weren't supposed to make it to finals, but we made it. We are here. We can win. We can do this. Come on, Porygon. Come on. We live this. We knock it out, and we can win. We got this. Come on, Porygon. Come on, guys. I need y'all to give me your strength. Give me your luck. Give me your power. This is the last time. We live this. We live. Down it goes the foul play. Do we win? Do we win? Do we win? Oh, I don't know. Did we win? He didn't have Smooth Rock anyway, so I could have brought in Victini and then Blue Flare. Okay, we can win. We can still win. Is this it? Urshifu was really low. Guys! Did we win? Did we win? Did we win? He knocks us out. That's fine. That's okay. Okay. Urshifu. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but if we can win. We can win. We can win. We can win it all here. We can win NCP Season 5. Please, Vicente, the first Pokemon we ever won a Draft League championship as the Durham Druddigons is going to win us our final championship as the Durham Druddigons. Yes! 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 Yes, we win! Oh, man! Oh, we won! We won! Yes! We're NCP Season 5 champions! Oh man, what? We won! One last championship! One last chip! One last chip for the Durham Druddigons before our retirement! Oh man, let's go! Let's go! Check out Matt, leave a like! We won! We won! We won! I'll see y'all. I'm sorry. I'll see y'all.